The cooking and trading update has just dropped in Grow Garden, and I have managed to find a secret recipe that can give us some insane stuff. In this video, I'm going to be diving into everything that they added in this update, as well as trying to see what is the absolute best thing that you can give to this fat pig over here in the spawn. And if you do enjoy this video, please subscribe. We're so close to 500k subs, bro. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you. Also, when the trading update comes out into the main game, aka by the time you're seeing this video, I'm going to be giving out this bone blossom right here. As you can see, it's worth 166 trillion, and I am getting it from this fat little octopus right here every single 15 seconds. And I'm going to be giving away a ton of these to you guys who leave your username in the comments, but make sure you watch throughout this entire video because there is some important stuff that I should mention. So yeah, definitely watch through the entire video, comment down your username, and subscribe to enter in for a bunch of these. I'm probably going to give away over 100 of them to y'all. But first things first, to get it straight out the way, we got trading in the game now. It's an entire system, and in order to get it is by obtaining these trading tickets, which can be found inside of the gear shop. Oh, also, there is a brand new Grandmaster Sprinkler in this update, which massively increases growth speed, mutation chances, fruit size, and boost pets. That is very interesting. So now it has a perk to pets as well. A sprinkler does, I guess. But the only difference from the last one is that that last one just says greatly increases growth, mutation, and fruit size. So I'm sure they stack in some way or another, but I might just make a whole separate video about that because we got some important stuff to discuss. But yes, like I said, there's a trading ticket in here. It's divine. It's only 19 Robux, which is pretty good. But from what I've heard, it comes into stock pretty frequently. So you don't have to buy it with Robux at all. And a matter of fact, I have 293 of these. And I did leak this in my last video. So that's insane that we were right. But this guy looks like he wants to trade, so let's send him a trade request. And as you can see, come on, pop up. There we go. Now, you can't trade seeds, which I thought you would be able to, but you are able to trade items. And the cool part about this is you can see every single mutation it has. If it has a billion mutations, you'll be able to see it. But you can also see its worth, weight, and basically like what rarity it is. You can also actually just add shekels straight up. So if I want to give this guy 500k, there you go, bro. 500k shekels. And they do have a value calculator at the top, which is pretty nice. But I wouldn't say that's the most accurate thing because I don't know how they would even calculate pets. Wait, hold up, bro. Let me add a pet. Yeah, it looks like fruits and pets are the only thing you can trade. What about a windy dog, bro? Take a windy dog. Wait, sir. Okay, it's just not letting me add the windy dog. Okay, cool. Well, I think it's because I confirmed it with him. Wait, Dark Knight, come back here, bro. I need to trade you again. I need you to accept your trade request. Okay, there we go. Let's see if it shows the mutations for the pets. And yes, it does. Oh, I just clicked it to remove it. But yeah, if you click it, it removes it. And as you can see, it gives you literally every single information you need. So there you go. Enjoy your windy dog. There's a confirmation screen. So after you both ready up, you both have to confirm. And that basically prevents them from like having a high chance of being able to dupe this stuff or letting exploiters take an advantage. So a very good feature. But now to the part of the update that I thought was very interesting, and that is the cooking pot event. But as you can see, you can basically place in ingredients, which, by the way, I have a list of every possible food you can make. And then you basically give it to this fat pig who right now, he currently wants cake would be nice. So he wants us to give him cake. And I believe every hour, his craving changes. So based on what you give him, your chances of getting the rewards change. And as you can see, view rewards, and these are all the stuff you can get. So you can get shekels, some sprays, trash, who cares? But there is gourmet seed packs, which have the brand new Grand Tomato prismatic. But there is also the gourmet eggs, which have the French fry ferret, which is also a prismatic, I believe, unless it is a or actually I don't know if it's a prismatic. I'm pretty sure it's just a normal divine, I think. We do also have a pancake stack, whatever that is, a taco fern seed, and yeah, gourmet eggs, and also a pet shard fried. So that's interesting. But to start off, let me give you a list of every possible thing you can make and what you need to craft it. So this right here is the list. And as you can see, this is every kind of fruit or dish you can make, as well as all the ingredients required to get a very high chance of getting it. So for a soup, you need 1 times of anything. For a sandwich, you need 2 tomatoes, 1 corn, pie, 1 pumpkin, 1 apple, burger, 1 pepper, corn, and a tomato. For waffle, you just need a pumpkin and as well as a watermelon, or you can give it a sugar apple, whatever you have. Watermelon is definitely much easier to get. Salad just needs 2 tomatoes. Hot dog needs a pepper and a corn or a banana. Ice cream needs blueberry and corn. Donut needs strawberry, tomato, apple. Pizza needs corn, pepper, and tomato. Now, that might be a lot of information. Don't worry, I'm going to go fully into detail with everything, as well as what is the best method to do all of this. Every single one of these seeds that I just mentioned, or the fruits, can currently be found inside the game, so none of these are actually limited, and all of it is possible to get. However, the difference is that in this update, you can even feed him stuff that he is not craving. So right now, he wants cake because he's fat. I mean, of course you want cake, but let's see what he says. How do the rewards work? So the bigger the food you give me, the more rewards I get. The rarer the food, the better the rewards. Give me my craving to get more rare rewards. So you can also give it stuff like a waffle, which you do need a sugar apple as well as a pumpkin for. That's definitely going to be something he likes. Or, like I said, you can basically give him any fruit. So, for example, if I just want to go ahead straight up give him a strawberry, bro, I can give him a strawberry. I can cook with just a strawberry. You basically go over here, place it into the pot, and it doesn't necessarily matter on how many ingredients you have, by the way, because depending on how much you have, if you have a specific combo, that's when you get the most rewards. But as you can see, my thingy has just turned red. So let's go ahead and press cook, and now it is cooking. Cooking anything in this game, I believe, takes 5 minutes. Now, maybe if you put more ingredients for something more rare, maybe it adds more. I don't know. But I'm just going to skip the timer. There we go. Our soup is done. And here it is. As you can see, we have a common strawberry soup. And that actually comes with its weight. So since the weight is pretty low, it's not going to be anything crazy. Now, if I go ahead and say, try this food I made, he's going to look at it, eat it up, and as you can see, I got shekels for that, aka the worst possible reward that you can get. Now, what if I tried combining for something a bit bigger? It doesn't necessarily have to be what he wants, but we're just going for something that's size-wise bigger. My goal for this video is to find that secret recipe. So one thing I wanted to try was kind of another food that is just not the soup, to see if the weight is based off the stuff you actually put in, or is it based off of the dish itself. Something I am able to make, actually, I believe I have planted some stuff in a place. Yes, right here, as you can see, I've kind of made a section in my farm or my garden that has the stuff for this event, and I highly recommend you guys do the same. It's very useful. But, like, let's take a look. So, for one of them, for soup, it could be anything. But in this time, I want to go ahead and make kind of what the game is asking for. And that is a cake, which is actually one of the recipes that I did not get to cover. But for a cake, since it is brand new, we need a watermelon plus 2 corns or bananas. Now, I don't think I have a watermelon. Hello, is that a problem? Oh my god, thank god there's a watermelon seed in stock. Okay, that is perfect, because now we can go and plant this, and I do have the bananas. They infinitely generate, so that's always very nice, and I highly recommend you guys do what I'm doing. Kind of like sort your garden based off the stuff that you need. But let me go ahead and grow this watermelon real quick, and I'll be back as soon as it's done. There is our friendly watermelon. Let's pick it up. It is a one-time use, but luckily I only need one of those. And then we just need 2 bananas. So let's get 2 random bananas. There we go. We have our watermelon and the 2 banana. Come here, you fat pig. Let me go ahead and make a dish for you. So, boom, let's insert it in. And this is very similar to one of the games he had. But I should mention before we continue, first of all, don't get in the pot like me, because then you're going to be spinning like this. But second of all, when you craft this stuff, there is still a chance that you're not actually going to get what he's asking for. So, if the recipe said cake, from what I just showed you, there's a chance still that it might not be a cake. But it should be. And there we go. Your cake is done cooking. There we go. Boom. Look at it. The weight of this cake is 1.9 kilograms. So let's go ahead, feed it to him, and try this food I cooked up. And as you can see, it gives me pretty good. Okay, never mind. We got watering cans. I just gave you your favorite food, you fatty. Wait a minute. What if the strat is to constantly just give him soups? Because regardless, he's going to give me a reward anyways, because he's going to like it. There is a corn seed, though, in stock, and we are going to need this, too, because corn, like I said, is one of the things that we need. And wait, I think I have another watermelon. Oh, my God, I do, bro. How did I not see that? Okay, let's try giving him something else now. Or actually, I want to experiment with the same thing. Let's get 2 bananas and a watermelon, and let's see if the weight is different this time. This does have a mutation in it, and this watermelon is a little bit bigger, I believe. So, let's see. Boom, submit the plant, submit the banana, and the other banana. And then let's just press cook. So, recipe swap to craving cake. It kind of tells you basically what you're about to get. So, if you don't find the recipe that you're looking for, just press empty over here. It will give you back your items. But since I already did that, I might as well go ahead skip the cooking time once again. There we go. Boom. For 39 Robux, bro. Y'all better be subscribed, please. I would appreciate it so much. But let's pick it up. Here's the cake. And by the looks of it, it is a different weight. So it's based off the ingredients you give him. And let's go ahead, try this food I cooked up. And this time we got a medium toy. Okay, that it could have been worse. I do also have to say, from the stuff you guys see me getting in this video, this is actually post update, and they went ahead and made a bunch of changes to the stuff. Therefore, it is now much easier to do this method that I'm showing in this video. So if you're wondering why I'm not getting the prismatic rarity stuff, well, that's because it's impossible at the time I recorded it. Now, I genuinely really think the way that you get these prismatic rewards and the stuff that is the best inside the game is by simply spamming him with food. And keep in mind, size matters in this update. Yes, you heard that right. Size does matter. The more food there is for that guy to eat, the better. So we're going to go ahead and just pick up a bunch of plants. There we go. And we're going to just spam the heck out of the ingredients. So here we go. We're bringing some expensive stuff. There we go. Let's go ahead and plant it in. We got the traveler's fruit in there. And as you can see, it does go to like a random color, but it really doesn't mean anything because this recipe is probably not going to cook anything. But here we go. And yes, I was actually right. The cooking timer does increase depending on how much you have in it. So be careful of how many things you place. But now I'm sure that this is going to probably be bigger. And by the looks of it, what did we get? We got another soup. But yes, look, it's so much bigger. It's actually double the weight of the last one. Now, the soup isn't the best thing you can give him. But let's try this food. And as you can see, we got 3 times corn. That is actually one of the seeds that we need. So that is good, bro. Let's go. Let's plant the corn right next to the rest. And now we can go ahead and do the same exact thing we just did here, but with a better recipe other than the soup. The idea you want to follow in this update is, one, you kind of want to get to a recipe that is pretty worthy. For example, what he's asking for. And then after you do that, you want to just go ahead, throw in a bunch of stuff. So that way it ensures that it's high in weight, aka he likes it more. Bro, I need this corn to grow though. None of it is growing, please. For this next recipe, I want to make a hot dog, but instead of just a normal hot dog where you need a pepper and a corn, I want to go ahead and make this probably a fat hot dog. Hopefully, that's what we can get. Bro, fat corn, please, bro, just grow. Oh, my God. I believe I do luckily already have a pepper in my inventory, so we do not have to worry about getting a pepper seed. But I do want to still check the seed shop while that grows. Oh, my God, more corn. Okay. So what I highly recommend is you guys are constantly buying the shop, especially if you want to be able to do this method. And it's going to be very important you're able to get literally every other, like, ingredient inside the game. corn does work. However, the weight of corn in comparison to all the other foods is just so much lower. Wait, did I say corn? I mean soup compared to all the other foods. Yeah, it's just way lower in weight. But if we can go ahead and make a burger here, that would be insane, because for that all we need is the pepper, a tomato, and I believe I should have tomatoes, right? Where are my tomatoes? Bro, I know for a fact there is a tomato seed in stock, bro. Where? Okay, there it is. We have 3 of them in stock. Let's go back to our garden, and I'm gonna place these down too, because oh my god, I actually already had 12 seeds, but that's fine. We're gonna need it anyways. I don't know about you, but that guy over there looks like he'd love a burger. So we're going to give him a burger after these tomatoes grown, as well as my corn on this side. Starter pack, 10 minutes. Bro, why am I getting offered a starter pack? I am not a noob. But it does give me a grow all, and I'm tired of waiting. So, you know what? 99 Robux, bro. Give me that grow all. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. I needed that. Okay, there we go. So, let's get our tomato. We got our corn, and I think we needed one more thing. What was it? Oh, yeah, the pepper, which I already do have. Now, let's go on ahead and place this into the machine. There we go. Here's our corn, tomato, as well as our pepper. And this will give us a burger. As you can see, the color looks like burger. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it looks spicy as heck, but who cares? We're gonna go ahead now, add in more of the corn to see if it makes a difference. I hope this doesn't change my recipe, because if this goes back to a soup just because I decided to add more, that would be crazy. But okay, the color changed, but let's add another one and it's back to the same color. Okay, man, we're full on recipes. Come on, bro. Let's press the cook time. There we go. I have no idea what in the world we're cooking, but it better be a burger or something high in weight. Weight is what matters the most in this update. And yes, it is a burger. As you can see, it works. This burger, though, is gonna be pretty high up in weight. And look at that, 2 kilograms. Bro, this is like half the size of this guy's head. So he's gonna like it. I mean, his is pretty massive, but try this food I cooked up, even though it's not a cake. And as you can see, we just got an advanced sprinkler. Okay, where is that on the rewards list? And okay, it's down to the blue. That's good. Oh, and this is what it looks like when somebody sends you a trade request. Pretty nice menu, I'm not gonna lie. I like that they took inspiration from, you know, the millions of trading, hopefully coming soon videos I've made. But yeah, as you can see, I cannot add a seed, but he is giving me a brontosaurus. Brother, I do not need your brontosaurus. But I'm gonna just take it anyways. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and sell him up to the, you know, guy over there. But it does say, as you can see, it's worth 3 million. But realistically, it's not. I'll have a complete trading guide for you guys coming out tomorrow too, so it's gonna be insane. But if there is one thing you should be taking away from this video, is that in this brand new update, for one, make sure you're constantly buying every single seed. You're gonna basically need most of these guys, and if anything, just hold the seed in your inventory until you have to plant it down. But what you want to do is give it a better rarity, so whatever rarity is the best, and you want to use that in order to craft the different types of recipes. And like I showed you guys, this is all the stuff you can make: soup, sandwich, pie, burger, waffle, salad, hot dog, ice cream, donut, and pizza, as well as cake. But cake is a little bit different. For cake, all you need is a watermelon plus 2 corns or a bananas. So 2 bananas or 2 corns, as well as watermelon, to make a cake. And other than that, this is all of the recipes in the game, and I definitely recommend you guys take a picture or come back to this video later on. But you want to get as close to the recipe as possible, as well as ensuring you add extra to it. So the more you have, the more the food is. Therefore, that guy's gonna like it more. And I did also get this food crate from him earlier when I was doing this method, and oh, I just got a cake. Yo, can I just feed that to him? No, I cannot. It's actually just a cosmetic, but hey, I guess it is what it is. In this update, there is also that new egg, which I am going to show you guys the stuff in it. But to be honest, everything except the last 2 are trash. One of the best pets, aka the second to best, is the spaghetti sloth. And I like this one because every 14 minutes, it basically basically goes to a random fruit and does a cooking. And it can basically apply a pasta, sauce, or meatball mutation. And who knows? I believe he can go ahead keep doing it until all 3 of those have been added. And the best one, aka the French fry ferret, basically every 60 minutes, this guy goes to a random pet and increases its level by 1. I think this is pretty good, especially if you have multiple of these, and I highly recommend getting it, because imagine just having 7 of these and 1 pet that you want to level up. But who knows? Maybe I think if you have more than 1 equipped, they'll probably start leveling up each other, but who knows? But those are really the only 2 good pets inside this update, and they're not the craziest in my opinion. But if you enjoyed this video, hurry up and watch this one on the screen right here. Hurry, I picked it for you, and this video is about to end, so click it fast. Until then, bye. Hurry, click it.